good. It was good to play Springfield and for us to just battle out there. I wouldn't want it any other way, so I'm really happy, especially coming back after an injury. It feels good to be back there against Springfield.
Well, let's talk about this. This is a great rivalry, Springfield College and Smith. You guys are about 18 miles apart. Tell me a little bit what it's like to play this team and play down in Springfield, have them come to your gym.
Yeah. I mean, it's the battle of the birthplace, so it's always a show when we're playing Springfield. I think we play them twice a year, sometimes 3. So we've seen them a lot. They know us. We know them. So the history goes back and forth. We've lost to them in this court, so they always bring their best, and that's why we have to show up and execute, and I thought we did that today.
Oh, you guys did a great job today, and, you know, the game, the last time you had 22 turnovers, and this time you really cleaned it up. I think you only had 10, and I know Coach was hoping to get that to under 11.
Yeah.
So what did you do to play so clean and crisp today?
I think just playing for each other, like letting the ball do the work instead of us taking it one-on-one, and then really just moving for each other, setting each other up, and putting each other in our strengths. When we do that, I think we're such a good team, and that's why we only had 10 turnovers today, so it's huge.
Salam, let's talk about this. You have been shooting the 3 at just an extraordinary accurate rate. It's like poetry in motion when you sort of elevate and shoot. Tell us a little bit about, like, where did you develop that shot? What's the story of that incredible jumper?
Lots and lots and lots of shots. I mean, from Minnesota, so it's very cold there, so all you can really do is get in the gym. And fortunately, me and Virginia get a lot of shots up in the summer, so it's good. We have a good chemistry, good connection, and honestly, everybody sets each other up really nicely. So.
And when did you, like, you know, kind of realize that your shot was sort of elite and it was sort of going to be a special weapon for you when you were playing?
I think pretty early on.
Yeah.
In middle school, I was like, I like 3s better than 2s, so I'm just going to stay out here. So.
And so let's just sort of talk a little bit about, you've got a lot of responsibility as captain, and I know that Coach last year when you were injured, one of the things that she would talk to me about all the time was how she had never had a player who was injured step up and contribute more to the team through her presence. You were at every practice. You were constantly in the ear of your teammates. So talk to me a little bit about how you kind of approached that injury and thought about how you could still be a contributor to the team.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of great examples in front of me with Jessie Ruffner, with KP, with Ali Yamada, Ali Landau, Jasmine Washington. I mean, all those people just were great examples of what it means to be Smith and the culture we've created. So even though I'm injured, I'm still a part of that and want to give back to those girls because I know I've been on the flip side where I've been able to play and receive that love from injured players, so it's always huge. And I know that my experience can help and lead our team, so just using that to keep us grounded, use what I can control, because at the end of the day, it's my energy and my attitude that I bring every day to practice. So being locked in on that.
And say a little bit more, like when you say energy and attitude, say, like, be more specific. What did you try to bring to the team, even though that you were injured?
I would say IQ stuff. So what's the defense in? What sets should we be running? Who should we be setting up? If something's going wrong in practice, how can we make the adjustment to not make that same mistake again? What is Coach going to harp on us for? Because I feel like that's a big thing. If we can make the adjustment before she has to get on to us, that's a good sign. So I think just communicating early. We had 6 first years last year. That was huge. So bringing them along, getting them used to the system, accumulated to everything going on. I think that was the biggest thing, just sharing my experience, my IQ, and communicating as much as I can.
Yeah, and so we know at Smith, you know, one of the things that Smith talks about is that it's a place to learn leadership skills, learn to be a great teammate. And I'm not talking about just basketball, I'm talking about the college as a whole. What have you learned about leadership playing on the Smith College team?
I mean, I see it every day. Our coach is one of one. She could be at so many programs, and she chooses Smith. Her leadership is like nothing I've seen before, and just her ability to bring us in as a team, to bring our community in, to bring Smith Athletics in. She's like always feeding her words of wisdom everywhere she goes, and it's inspirational, honestly. And to be able to learn from her, I mean, it's incredible. So really watching her, really watching the rest of our coaching staff and taking note on how each of them fill their roles, because they're all so important in what we do. And that's leadership too. It's knowing your role and owning it and being able to step up for each other. So I'm really grateful to be able to play under this coaching staff who really
Well,
showed.
I know how much the coaching staff appreciates you, and I know how much your teammates appreciate you, and I just want to really celebrate your tremendous play and your tremendous contributions to the team and the Smith community. So thank you very much, Salam, and it's really going to be exciting to see where this team goes, and congratulations.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you.